3 RBIs as the Red Sox downed the Mariners 5-4. The Astros grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 3-2. The
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Olerud has it for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and here comes the lifelong Brewer, Robin Yount. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Standing in, Johnny Damon, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. And he fouls this one off. Lifted into center field. Snyder is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the designated
So striding forward now, Mickey Mantle, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The set and the 1-1. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Royals leave 1. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Vida Blue, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this has been a really strange year for this guy. He's pitched much better at home than he has on the road. He struggled on the road almost the entire season up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around in this one here.
Coming to the plate now, Duke Snyder. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. Blue has racked up over 3,300 innings on the major league mound, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. And it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Fastball well outside.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Olerud.
So now to the plate, John Olerud. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Stepping in for the Jays, Roberto Alomar. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 3-1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
In now, Fred McGriff. Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH. Joe Carter is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
At the plate, Joe Carter, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Ready with the 1-1.
No, that's low. That's ball 3.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Stepping into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. Here's the 2-1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Alomar Over at second, Carter on at first with 2 down. Hit to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Royals nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and next the dangerous power threat, Tony Perez. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Andre Dawson is on deck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Bichette is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 7.
Now at the plate, Andre Dawson, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Olerud puts it away for out number 3. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the 2nd. The Jays lead it 1-0. Last half of the 2nd set to go, and set to go is the 3rd baseman, Bo Bichette. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the 1st out of the inning.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Grichuk.
Into the box now, Randall Grichuk. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping in now, Danny Jansen. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Well, they got to him in the 1st inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Snyder.
Next to bat for Toronto, Duke Snider. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Two out with a man at first. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1 left for Toronto. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. This is skied into short left center. Carter comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. Stepping up now, Ryan Sandberg, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-1 home. Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Ryan Braun. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
At the plate, Robin Young. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. Here's the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Count remains full. 2 out with the man at first. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Standing in now, Johnny Damon, fouled off. 2 down, runners at first and second. And another foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Royals strand a pair. They're down 1-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bottom of the third now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, John Olerud. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So with 1 gone in the inning, time for a check of the American League Central standings as you see where the Royals sit entering play today.
Roberto Alomar.
Stepping in, Roberto Alomar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Fred McGriff. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air to center. Damon is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they're up 1-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Mickey Mantle. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, the third.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Eddie Matthews. The 1-1 home.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
I got 3 and 2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andre Dawson. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but Anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Fouled away. This is on the ground over to first, and that is into right field, a base hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Gary Carter. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Count even to the kid, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carter. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 2-2 pitch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Royals strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Now to the plate, Joe Carter. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Swing and a bouncing ball for Ryan Sandberg at second base. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number
so
13.
One away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. So far this year against Southpaws, Gurriel carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Up with it, Carter. And he makes the throw to first. Gurriel is retired, 2 down now.
The batter, the third baseman.
So coming to the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often. All
right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping in, Ryan Sandberg. He singled his last time up. And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
On a line, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
So now to the plate, Robin Yount. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. He loses him on ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Digging in now, Johnny Damon, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mickey Mantle. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The count now at 2-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Set to deal on 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Tony Perez will be next. Left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. The runner scores from second.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
At the plate now, Tony Perez. 2-1 to the Royals' first baseman.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2-1, here it is.
Nope, at the ball.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Settling in now, Eddie Matthews. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. And the second run will score as well.
Errors are going to happen even at this level, but you'd like to limit them to times when they don't hurt you too much. Well, so much for that. The error brings 2 runs across the plate, so that did really sting.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Sam Gaviglio takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
Andre Dawson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. A 1-1. And he goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Snyder is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Home half of the 5th coming up. Royals out in front, 4-1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
3 balls and a strike to count to Randall Grichuk. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Now batting, number 16.
Up next is Danny Jansen, a base hit in his first trip. Now the 2-1 pitch. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To Sandberg at second. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in the outfielder, Duke Snyder. Now that's popped up. Carter shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail it 4-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Ryne Sandberg. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left fielder, number 8.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ryan Braun. His prior history versus this arm, he's a .333 hitter. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. To the plate now, Robin Yount. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Weak grounder back to the mound. Onto the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush his throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made a better throw.
Ready for another chance? Johnny Damon 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Carter is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Mickey Mantle. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Jansen gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Royals strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.